large seashell collection, which I keep scattered on the beaches all over the world.
Friends, I reckon you'd be hard-pressed to find an industry more fickle and stubborn than comedy.
Will Elizabeth Taylor become bar mitzvahed?
Great people wait their entire lives for that big break. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the odds are stacked even higher against good-natured, humble country folk.
That's pretty, baby. Up, y'all.
That's what makes this here story so special. Southern Momma don't come from no Hollywood studio. She don't come from no New York skyscraper. Southern Momma comes from the brilliant mind of a man living in a trailer on a mountain in Alabama.
Lord, them babies are getting fat. So is her ass. Look at that. Them apple-bottom jeans went out in 2002.
All right,
Follow us, friends, on this journey from rags to riches with the fastest rising comedian in American history.
The moment you've all been waiting for. Live here tonight, Darren Knight, a.k.a. Southern Momma. Ladies and gentlemen, Southern Momma!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Knight, a.k.a. Southern Momma, and I thank you. Y'all, this took off so fast. I'm excited to be here, and I thank you so much for watching the videos. But now listen, the stand-up show's gonna be a little bit different, okay? You see, because if I stood up here for 40 minutes yelling at invisible kids, it'd get a little redundant now, wouldn't it? Right. I'm from a little riverside community called Southside, Alabama. I'm very proud of where I'm from. I'm proud to be from the South. I'm proud to be from Alabama. These things are just a little more simpler down here. People down in the South seem to take more time with each other. They seem to enjoy each other a little bit more often. You know, we try to keep the Sabbath day holy. You know, on Sunday, I try to live life halfway right. My parents, they got a divorce when I was younger. So my dad, he worked a couple of counties away.
I met Darren's mom, and Darren was born, and then his little sister was born shortly thereafter. And Daddy had to make some money, and Daddy wasn't making the money that we needed for the life that we wanted for our children.
He's taking over! Y'all behave.
Darren has always been a comedian within himself. You never knew what was going to come out of his mouth.
I like when she's hugging him close enough.
His mouth, I knew one day would probably carry him beyond the stars.
Darren! There has been a little delay. The doctor can't get his eye back in.
His sister had a surgery at the hospital, and Darren was old enough to let him roam. He was about 10, 11-year-old. You know, I'm sitting there worried about my baby girl, and Darren come bebopping up, you know, and all excited, and he says, "Mama, I've been everywhere." Well, this lady beside me that I didn't know, she looked at Darren and she said, "Well, where have you been?" And he looked at her and he kind of got stanced up real good, and then he says, "Well, ma'am, I've been everywhere, ma'am, across this hospital land, ma'am." And he rhymed cafeteria, bathrooms, elevators. He rhymed everything to a T. And that lady looked at him and she pointed at him, she said, "You're gonna be on the radio one day."
Well, as it turns out, that lady was right. But it would take many years and some hard times before Darren would find his calling.
We had a great childhood, but when we got on our own, we were on our own. I rented a place one time. There wasn't no water. and it was cold, oh my gosh, and I didn't have a heater. I had to run the oven and leave the door open for heat. And I put blankets up in the hallway, so the only thing I was heating was the kitchen and the living room, and I would sleep there. This is honest to God's truth. Catching rainwater, and I'd bring it in and boil that rainwater, and I'd take like they call it a bird bath, you know, so I've had some rough times, man.
Just because Darren was struggling financially didn't mean he was going to stop exploring the funny side of life. He went out to a local water hole with his friends and, as luck would have it, found himself on an open mic.
I'll never forget it was at the Peerless Saloon, and the bartender overhears me kind of talking to my friends about it, and he was like, you think you want to do it? And I was like, sure.
I can remember getting my ass whooped. I was because if he got run along with my uncle, he got health insurance.
They give me a little 5-minute spot. The 5 minutes turned into 10, 12, 15-minute spot. But I just felt liberated, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Took an awful lot of courage getting on that stage for the first time. Darren was hooked and finally found himself exploring other opportunities in rural Alabama.
Work. You're trying to make a living for this woman, and she. I'm serious. Goddamn. I told you we shouldn't have went to Taco Bell.
Darren had caught the comedy bug bad. Initially, the stage was an afterthought. One day, he went and made himself a video. You might even seen it.
It is your daddy's weekend, and I am going to tell him. Yeah, I'm going to tell him. I'm also going to tell him to get my damn child support because they had none in about 3 damn weeks.
He did the video of picking the kids up from school. And I mean, he did it to a T of when he was a kid.
Mama can't take no more of this shit today. God! Hey, Mr. Clarkston. Hey.
Now, I don't know what constitutes a video going viral, but 13 million views sounds about right.
Right up. She spilled what?
The public had spoken. The character Southern Momma born. And Darren was happy to oblige.
I'm walking on these leaves as delicately as I can. I am whispering.
I'm just nervous. I know it's going to be bad. I'm telling you, I know we're going to get another 93. Come on, let's go Jaguars. Let's do it. Get it, baby. Get in the car, baby. Who drank the last bit of the milk and didn't tell nobody about it? Aren't you right?
$140. That's a grown man right there, son.
What down, Lou?
$195. Yeah, you big son of a bitch.
Good, nice to meet you. The Southern Mom?
I am. How are you?
Oh my gosh, my niece would just die.
Yeah, well,
my niece would just die.
Got it.
Head. Wow! Okay, so what I want to know, are the Texans going to be able to understand what I say tonight?
What'd you say?
So you're like an official bodyguard to Darren?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You don't wear a vest or anything, right?
No.
You're not carrying?
These right here, his weapons.
Yeah. I used to strip.
You got
You did not.
That's why I call me Magic Mike.
Shut up.
Oh my
Y'all didn't know
God.
that? I put on a little weight so I quit.
I've known you how long? You ain't stripped for me yet.
You ain't put out any money either.
I gotta pay.
Darren kind of chose most of the people that we worked with.
John's the glue in the whole thing that's going on here.
So sometimes you have to rein these guys in because their focus is a little somewhat limited when it comes to structure.
John's like, y'all need to relax a little bit and stop spending money.
So I think it all feeds each other to some extent.
Hey, I'm talking to us people that are getting older, you know, when everything starts flopping and popping and dropping, you know, that's
Red Squirrel appeals to the female fan base.
you men can test the toilet water in the morning and see how cold it is. It's like, woo, woo.
Teabag in the toilet, baby.
He's so funny. He's so cute. Xanax. I like Xanax.
That's Red Squirrel.
Of course, I love being the woman in the group. You know, the only woman. I don't want any other women coming on tour. I'll, have to beat them up or something.
We've got this older fella, Gary Cargill.
You got kids, you can raise them the same. Trust me on this one. They're going to turn out different.
Gary is the coach that all the moms deal with because they take their kids to all these games and practices.
One of my boys loves Bud Light on ice. The other one prefers his Bud rolled up in paper. I used to want to be somebody else, but everybody else was taken, so I had to be me.
All of us are on this tour like a family, one big family.
Yeah, you better not do that now. Because,
Then we have George Gallo, who is, bless his little babies, he's in his own little world.
Girls are like cats, aren't they? They just go there and you're like, right back, I'm gonna go spray. I like that. That's quick access. You don't have to pull any pants out. It's like,
George Gallus is crazy.
I'm in sync.
Yeah, they're a mess. They're all crazy characters.
So.
So what are we doing?
This is all we do is fold shirts.
You know, if I don't fold these shirts just right, I have to undo them and start over. That's how bad.
And that's why you don't fold them usually, do.
That's why I put them in the bags.
The shirt team we have is my parents, my dad initially when we started this, and then Mom chimed in because the volume we do in T-shirts keeps them on the road, keeps them going. They're both retired. All right, cool.
All right.
All right, I think we're good.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm glad he's gone now. I can take a break.
This is just like any other job. There is a lot of other work that goes into it, and a lot of it's up here. A lot of it is keeping yourself humbled, being prideful from where you come from, and keeping it that way and wanting to do good. Wow, it's beautiful. I love that peacock. This is so cool. Make it look like a little town or something. A lot of people depend on me, and it's a lot of pressure. Testing 1 2 1 2. Buick butt. Maybe got back. I gotta get in the character mode. We're spending more money one night at dinner than I'd probably make in a couple months before. You know, them jeans look good on you. Yeah, baby, they look good on you. Nice to meet you, hon. And I'm one word away or one saying away from messing a lot of things up. I don't need to do this 20 minutes for a walk on stage. You know what I mean? Because I'm not really focused on what I'm doing. Let's just do it later. Okay. And so that has been one of the biggest adjustments to get used to.
Southern Momma is here tonight!
We've all got that one friend. All right, we love her to death, but she's a whore. She's that girl that when you go on a field trip or a vacation or something or whatever the hell, she's got to have her own hotel room, you know? Because she snores a lot. She's doing some damn snoring. Y'all, I'm learning so much with this. Everything's happened so fast. I had a comedian in Nashville one time here a while back asked me, he's like, man, can you give us any advice on what we can do to further our comedic career? He said, you come out of the middle of nowhere. I said, I sure can. I said, you need to get yourself some female followers. Yeah. They'll make you famous.
Darren was certified viral. America had spoken and wanted them some Southern Momma, especially the Southern women. However, the mainstream entertainment still didn't notice.
In the early days, well, some of the shows were decent crowds, and then we did Brothers Bar in Jacksonville, Alabama one night. We had 7 people show up.
Until The producer with Southern roots was about to fly down from New York to Alabama to change all that.
The trade day flea market video, Darren. And that was the very first video I saw.
Balin, wipe her mouth. She's got funnel cake powder all over. Looks like she's been doing crack cocaine. Come here, hon. That's what your daddy left us for. Don't worry about it.
And I said, this guy's pretty damn funny. Started trying to track him down. Couldn't ever get in touch with him.
He got in touch with my sister. My sister called me one day and she said, I'm so nervous. She's like, I think this guy's legit. I was like, Devin, what are you talking about? And she said, well, this guy's reached out to me. He's claiming to be a producer and a writer and a manager, and he's wanting you to contact him and blah, 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 blah.
That's how it went. Planned a trip and headed to Alabama. I think it was June of 2016.
Tell me a little bit about your current situation, what you're doing.
And I've done everything. I've done every job. Customer service, retail, selling cars, doing all kind of things. Stocking shelves at grocery stores to working fast food when I was a kid.
Just a good-hearted country boy, you know, and very down to earth.
What about your family?
They're around. They're a mess.
Darren!
Hey! Show Mama getting mad. Look at his nostrils. They just flare. The no.
I know it. You just said that on the camera.
Oh my God.
When I'm in character, it's nap time. Y'all lay down. Jimison Bailey, y'all get over and lay down and hush. Put that water hose down. Cut them eyes at me, you know, something so simple that I heard almost every other day as a kid, you know, rolling my eyes, my mom.
You did get your mouth popped when you get in.
Just think, ladies and gentlemen, while you're watching this, I'm scared to death.
I think that's why so many people can relate to Southern Mom is because she's almost two characters in one. She's today's mom, and she's also the mom of the women that are grandmothers today.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Donna. I didn't tell me again, darling. My God.
What's going through your head?
I mean, no one knows really what's in store for any of us, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what, I mean, I'm just open to whatever God has in store for me.
The very next day, Darren Knight signed with John Edmonds Cosma and Bang Productions.
He took a shot. He believed in me, and I believed in him, you know, and a lot of times that don't happen on a first date. So I started looking at small venues around where he lived to make it accessible for him, and we booked our first show. It was July 28th.
All right, cool. All right, we'll see you tonight.
And that show sold out. He says, if I fall on my face, can I give these people their money back?
So I'm used to like 15, 20 people coming. This was 250 people. I was as nervous as a cat in a room full of rockers. I was like, oh my gosh. That's the you looking at?
And I told him, I said, you'll be all right.
I'll give it a wiggle and a giggle, and I'm glad to be here with you fine people tonight. I can tell you that right now.
He was really funny, but the most energy of anybody I've ever seen on stage.
Booked another show in Dalton, Georgia. That show sold out.
My daddy has shit in Walmart 4 times.
Darren only had 15 minutes of stage time when we started. We added a t-shirt giveaway.
What we'll do is we'll get 3 people out of the audience and we'll come on stage. We're going to give us your favorite Southern Mom quote.
And the second thing was a Q&A. Adding those 2 pieces made it about a 30-minute set. And we just kept building from that point on.
Yes, ma'am.
Please do some of your Southern Momma baseball part.
Sit down, Rodney. You ain't no damn coach.
Yes, ma'am. This is a big old hat, and I'm sure I am compensating for something. We played Nashville the first time at a place called the Lipstick Lounge, and they were lined up 3.5 blocks away.
I can look at the numbers within Facebook and determine how many fans are in each city.
Lord have mercy.
It's a 90% female fan base. I've heard comments like, Darren, you're my spirit animal.
Things never happen this quickly in comedy. Even the best of the best waits half their life for their big break. Darren had only been touring with Bang Productions for 2 months, and he was already selling out 1,000-seat theaters. John decided it was time to up the ante and started booking even bigger venues.
Building Darren Knight and Southern Momma
You're so photogenic.
I don't know about that.
I know you are.
and keeping it on Facebook helped us grow his brand quicker and faster.
Kids!
These stars are created organically, which again gives it more value than something that's overproduced, overcreated in Hollywood.
Has anybody out there heard of the mannequin challenge?
Obviously, it takes a genius like Darren Knight. It's almost like finding a needle in a haystack. To me, talent is talent.
That fan base that Facebook brought, I guess, to Darren, or Darren has brought to them, it's just an amazing thing. And it's never really been done before.
He has grown so much because of that natural ability that I thought he had from the beginning.
Darren, what would you like to be when you grow up?
A news reporter.
A news reporter?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't know. Get to talk with me.
Well, I'm glad to see the pillow instead of your face.
All right, guys, so what do you do when you decide that being a Sears and Roebuck loss prevention detective isn't quite as glamorous as it sounded on the application? Well, you create a character created from 60% of your grandma, 40% of your mom, and hit the comedy stage. Now with 1.7 million, well, 1.7 and 1 friends on Facebook, Darren Knight, a.k.a. Southern Momma.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jess Sam, a news reporter.
He has sold out over 110 straight comedy shows.
I'll be your local broadcaster today.
So you got a Southern Mama?
I do. I got 2 of them, 3 of them. Down in the South, you never know who's gonna get onto you, you know.
Say hello to your people.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We got 2,000 viewers right now.
What?
I got 1,500 more than y'all this morning.
Yeah, that's about right.
I think that was the best show yet last night. Yes. The crowd was really digging it.
Yeah, that was a very responsive crowd. Room was good. I liked it. Here it is. Mike made a comment. This guy was in the bathroom and he was walking backwards into like the stall. I told Mike, I said, Jesus, Mike, did you see that guy was beside me? He was huge, Mike. Mike said, what was you doing? Look. And I was like, how the hell could you not? He walked in, the guy was drunk. He walked into the bathroom kind of backwards. Like, just went ahead and pulled it out. Like, big guys were walking in and I'm like, gee, you know, you couldn't help but not see this thing. Like my baby's arm holding an apple. I was like, and then Mike said, what do you mean, what was you looking at? I was like, how the hell could you not? There's people walking over it to get in the bathroom, you know? And ever since then, you know, Mike's been checking out peckers.
How'd you find out about the Darren Knight?
Facebook.
You found out about Darren Knight through Facebook?
Yes.
What's your favorite video that really cracks you up?
Baseball mom. Yeah.
She gonna ask me to go pick up a whole case of Kool-Aid boxes. She's out of her damn mind. I'm not buying all these kids something to eat and drink.
What's your favorite video that you've seen?
Getting ready for school.
Who keeps turning this air down to 67? I can't keep this whole damn trailer that cold. First one of yous to change, it's gonna get your ass tore out of frame because I can't pay these bills without any help. Where is her panties at?
I like the stepmom.
Balin, come here to me. I have to tell you every time we get ready to go and do something to get up out of them woods. Let's go, come on. Your daddy and that whore's on her way. I mean, whatever her name is on the way. Come on.
It's dead on. It's right on. I mean, he's on the money every time.
If there's anything that you wanted to tell Darren, what would it be?
Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going, keep it real, and it's fun. It's fun. We're really enjoying it. So thank you, too.
You know, there's a lot of comedians before me that have dug themselves kind of a rut, so to speak, in the sense that, like, they're known for this character. So when people see them, they want that character. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I may not do Southern Mom anymore. Calm down now. I'm going to keep doing Southern Mom.
I'm about sick and tired of going into that Walmart.
Yes.
I can't stand to walk into one. You gotta walk 6 acres for a gallon of milk.
Darlene's just that mom or dad
that's been in some of those predicaments and situations.
Yins better behave. Because we're about to go back to that bathroom, and it ain't gonna be the doo-doo. Jimison, pay attention to the coach. I didn't pay $84 for you to stand out there and catch butterflies and pick flowers.
There's a lot of things that Darlene can't necessarily talk to Jimison and Balin and Bethany about, you know, so that's why she's got Patsy there.
I feel you, girl. I smoke it every day. It's the only thing that keeps my IBS in control. I'm telling you right now, I could shit through a screen door if I don't smoke at least once a day. I tell you that.
A lot of women, you know, most of them anyway, they have a boyfriend or a husband or somebody something they're playing with and somebody can relate to, and so they have issues with him.
Kids, get out in front of the TV. Go lay down somewhere. I'm anxious to see what this over here is going to give me for Christmas.
What? To me, that's the best comedy, is comedy that people can relate to.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
You brought me this Southern Momma.
Oh, I did all the way.
Thank y'all so much for coming. I love you. Thank you.
It amazes me how Darren has taken his fans from Facebook and has created this whole little universe that like follows him around everywhere he goes.
So I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
You just keep kicking ass.
You see a lot of stuff. The majority of his fan base are females. They'll come up and want him to sign their breast.
She's on her chest.
Okay, I will sure do
I got the top off already.
Okay, thank you. Are you ready? You got some cute little titties, baby. I'm no Elvis Presley or nothing. I mean, if they travel X amount of miles and they want me to sign their breast, I won't know if I'd want it signed. That's a lot of scrubbing.
You're so great. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. Hey,
Darren Knight is very passionate about his fan base and what they think. I think it's how he was raised. His family's just good Southern people, religious, and I think he carries that over into making people laugh.
Lord, thank you for blessing us on our safety on our way here. Thank you for our roof over our heads, the clothes on our back, the food in our stomach. Thank you, Lord, for our friends, family, fans, for their health and ours. And in your name we pray, Lord Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
When we was kids, we could tell our bus driver which house we wanted to get off. If we wanted to get off our house or our mama's house, you know. See, the ones around you that are laughing and clapping, they already know what I'm about to say. Because they experienced the same thing I'm about to tell you all. She'd say, y'all got report cards this evening, don't you? Yes, ma'am, we do. Okay, well now, this evening we want you to get off at your mama's house. You and all your cousins. And mama's gonna make some pork chops and turnip greens, and we want y'all to get off there and eat with us. Which was code for, there's gonna be an ass-whooping Olympics this evening. We want you there. I was a top competitor.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Derek. What's up, buddy? Darren's on the roof. Those of you watching, this is being a very disturbing moment for me. Darren was up here playing around on the roof, so I said, I'd like to get up here and on the roof. So I get up here on the roof, and I'm so scared I'm walking like this right here on the ground. And then Devin starts this quiet right here and starts tickling me. And she's the one that aggravates. Y'all see now, she's like, y'all please get us down, please. Please, Mama, please get us down for real.
One more hour.
No. Mother, just jump.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm fixing to go back to planting my bushes.
Mother, no!
Aren't you the one that told me that y'all had, y'all had block babies?
Block babies? We had brick babies.
These were bricks.
Brick babies.
Yes.
Yes, and we would paint little faces on them. Ma had 13 kids.
Yeah, my mom was
And I added it up one time, and she was pregnant 9.5 years.
Oh,
yes.
Then just all he had to do was pull his pants down.
Just look at it, get pregnant.
No, don't. I was a 1, 2, 3 mama. If I ever got to 3.
She's lying. If she ever got to 2. Oh, you gonna just wait? You gonna wait for me to get to 2? You wanna see what happens at 3? She gonna start slapping my ass at 2. Like, 1,
Come here, you little. Come here.
You had to raise your voice and make it heard and make it loud. Like, damn it, I'm serious now.
We were
And
badass
1,
little
2,
kids.
3 was it.
I never
One,
counted.
2, 3. No, Mama never counted. She just yanked.
You could hear her teeth popping as she just. Well, you knew when that little hand got a hold of you.
I feel like when we go out, we're like with Elvis Presley or something, because people just hoot and holler. And
You gonna stop smoking?
Not tonight.
Not tonight?
Darren's always just like seeing things and rattling things up.
Because it's a holiday, you ain't gonna stop smoking. So at Christmas time, you better shit, I can't. It's holidays, what you talking about? Get your big tall ass out the way. I know, right? Look at you. You can't see nothing. No. You can't see nothing behind you.
But yeah, he's feisty.
Oh, Mama!
I did have fun. It was really cool getting to see Dallas. I've never been here before, but this right here, not so much. This.
Oh, when you rode the bull,
Oh my gosh.
you held on for dear life.
I was. The camera crew was there, and then there's people holding their cell phones up, and everybody's like,
I think you like hold on.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not gonna mess this up, you know, like I'm really gonna give this what for. And so that was the, that was the outcome today.
You
Son,
put
that
over
hurt too. Majestic Theater, Dallas, Texas. She opened in 1921. It's amazing. Everybody who's anybody's ever, performed on that place. So if all this stopped tomorrow, it would have been worth it what I get to do tonight. So it's pretty neat.
Darren likes old structures, old buildings, old venues. He's like, John, I'd like to do theaters. The Majestic Theater in downtown Dallas. Mae West had been on the stage. Houdini had been on the stage. Bob Hope had been on the stage. The venue holds 1,700.
Girls, you going to see Southern Momma tonight? What do you think about him being a Southern Momma? I mean, is he quoting a lot of the stuff that you once did when you guys were younger? Yes. All you crazy people are going to the Southern Momma tour, right? I'm going to announce into the camera that we're going to ask people questions about the Darren Knight Southern Momma tour, and as soon as I finish the question, you go, woo! Okay, can you do that? If you could show me with cutting eyes, like what does cutting eyes look like? You scare me, girl.
We have the classic art form of stand-up comedy. It's now riding right on top of social media, and it's bringing this right now, this Southern Momma tour in a vaudeville theater. Amazing.
We're in Dallas, Texas tonight, Theater Row, at the Majestic Theater, and we're gonna ask everybody in the streets about how Darren Knight and Southern Momma have affected their lives. Let's ask about Darren Knight!
Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Knight, Mr. Southern Momma. Shake that tummy, shake that tummy. Gary, next time I tell you to shake it, I want you to bend those old knees down and pop that ass on the ground, okay? Gary. Are you pumped? You ready?
Yeah.
You want to say anything to the microphone? This is our sound check.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, that's good, Gary, that's good. Try something else.
How's your mama then?
Oh my God. All right, well, let's go get us a cocktail. Thank you.
I'm gonna cut the toe.
What are the odds that it would be? I can remember people when they first started recognizing me, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. It's wild how fast it can progress. I don't see 2,500 people out there that just didn't have nothing to do that evening. All right, good deal. I see that many people that's spending an hour and a half of their time with us. How are you, baby? Good to see you. Hey, how are you? These are minutes of your life that you will never get back, that you're spending them with me. Thank you, baby.
I drove here from Arkansas.
You know, where I come from, $25, $35, $40 is a lot of money. It still is today.
I love you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you. I'm doing good. I'm hot and sweaty. Oh, Grandma. And these people, they spend that money on gas and on tickets and on lodging and on food, and I don't take that lightly when it comes to a show. Hey man, thank y'all for coming out. I really appreciate you. Same way with the military. You know, I give the military a shout out. Try to remember to every show, you know. Thank you for being here. Y'all gotta come back and check me out. Thank y'all. It just seems like it's happening all so fast. I mean, there's comedians all across, you know, all over the place that they've been doing this for years. And their only pay is, you know, a steak dinner at whatever club they're playing at. And then I come swooping in and do this for a very short time. And when you found me, I was literally on my last 3 days of my severance package.
Yes.
I had already filed for unemployment to the state.
Yes.
You know.
Wow.
I'm gonna cry out.
You know, that's the beautiful thing about social media, is that, you know, America kind of picks
who they like.
The only thing that would compare to this to me would be doing, you know, the Broadway theater in New York City. I mean, you know.
Houdini had been on the stage.
Yeah.
Houdini, Johnny Cash.
That's crazy, man.
Darren Knight is here. Southern Momma's in the house.
Holy shit. The Duke has been on this stage. Bob Hope. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if this career ended for me tomorrow, it has been absolutely worth it just by being on this stage, and so I can do that
I don't know what the next level of a dream is. We've done crowds up to almost 3,000. It was awesome.
I want to see us traveling even further north and west, hitting maybe all 50 of the states.
This was a triumph to come to this town, and it sold out, and it killed, and the people were happy. It's pretty awesome.
And thank you, Majestic, and thank you, Dallas, Texas! There's a path for everybody. You're eventually going to get to where you need to be, but I think the people that come into your life help orchestrate a lot of that. I couldn't have done none of this without you. And we've already been through a lot, you know, not knowing each other that long. And thanks for being there for me, John. I love you.
We made Darren a partner of Bang Productions, and you know, I told Darren, I says, let's utilize what we're doing to build other people, you know, and build a business out of it and stay within our framework.
Talent, hard work, and teamwork made the dream work for Darren and John.
Thank you. Love you.
Not only was the tour a success, but Darren moved out of the trailer park into, let's say, more spacious quarters.
We're here at a piece of property that I've just recently purchased. The name of the place is Sunnyside Plantation. I've always been a big fan of older places, you know, places with history. She was built and constructed in the original part in 1848. So this year she's 169 years old. Older than me and your mama.
It's a nice house.
It's pretty. It's an old house.
This would have been the master bedroom back in that day. These have been here since 1848, but other than that, these stones are original. Pretty cool right there.
Nice.
Have my pimps and hoes laid out right here while I'm soaking in the tub. And if I want the neighbors to see, they can't even get a cover for this thing. It's just too big. So he said you could fill this in and turn this into like a beach area where you step over into like 4 or 5 inches of water. A lot of people will put like like a sunbed here, you know what I mean? Like a little beach
Like
area.
a wading pool or something.
Yeah, like a wading pool. That's cool. I like that idea. This creek runs right through the property, and this is all spring water. This water's cold, but it's clean, it's clear, it's spring water. It comes right out of the ground. I love this. I feel at home and places like this, and you know, you get to the city and it kind of stinks, and the people, you know, everybody, I mean, it's just different out here. The South is different, and the people are different, and everything down here is different, and I could probably be eating my words. Hell, I could end up dying in Europe or something and living there, but I'm gonna tell you, I really think that I'll always be here. I think that this is just home. It just feels better down here. I like doing shows down here more. I feel more out of my element the further we go. I know to get bigger and to do things, you gotta step outside your comfort zone and stuff, but this is definitely my comfort zone. This is, you know, always kind of, I love it down here. And,
yeah, it's cool.
It is. And that's why I like my birds. Now, the only thing that'd make all this part even better would be me to turn these geese loose and watch them play in this creek and watch the peacocks walk around the property. That's what I think that heaven would probably be a lot like, you know.
Well, there you have it, folks. Darren Knight, a.k.a. Southern Momma, is the walking, talking embodiment of the American dream. And the best part, Darren Knight is just getting started.
Yeehaw! She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. Yeehaw! Gotta put lead in your pencil if you got anybody to write to.
You're Southern Momma! Oh my God! I love you!
Yeah.
Here at the Duck March. It was so awesome.
Congratulations, Duck Master.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Thank you. It's been a wonderful time, wonderful experience. You
did good.
What's up, America? Just in my Hard Rock Hotel suite over here. Come on in. Let me show you the good times.